I sat down with Jeffrey Wallace, our set designer, and we had a great conversation just kind of talking through what the play was and where the locations were. And like a lot of modern day musicals, one of the things that they seem to forget is that not every theater has the capabilities to fly everything or bring them in. And so how do we translate that to our stage? How do we make that work for us? And this show jumps location every scene. In every scene, it's in a brand new space. It's how do we make that work? So what are the theatrical tricks that we can use to employ, to take us to another location fairly quickly while offering something interesting for the audience to see, giving some depth and dimensions. And we accomplished that in a couple of different ways. We had toyed with the idea of bringing on individual set pieces for Edna's living room and for the Hardy Car Hut, and we ultimately decided that we're going to leave stationary spaces for that because one, it's going to minimize scene changes for us in a show that really doesn't have scene change music, and two, it's going to allow us to set up locations that way, and so working with Jeff. And then the other thing was like, how do we get things on quickly and get them off? And a lot of that is through a pulley system, like you would for a normal set of curtains. You're bringing things on, you're bringing walls off, making things happen. The walls hide other certain fun features in there. How do we get to Corny Collins shows so that way it's fun and vibrant, but a little bit different than everything else? I threw out an idea about an LED wall, which I'm very, very excited about. That's going to live on our set. That's going to be an addition to our proscenium treatment, so that we're going to have some of those things, but how do we cover that? Because we can't always live in that world. And working with Jeffrey has been really great just to be able to determine, okay, this is how we can make this work, this is how we can go. And he has such a fabulous eye for detail. The color choices that he's been picking to create this world of whimsy, while also being true to Baltimore and not being too cartoony, but being a place that evokes fun, but also things are slightly not quite as perfect as you think they are. And those are intentional designs that an audience may not pick up right away, but a slanted window indicates that the world is not quite as perfect as you think it is. Those have been the choices that we have made intentionally.
And a slight extension of the stage.
Yeah, slight extension of the stage because, you can even get to you can argue metaphorically that it spills out into our everyday life. It's not just kept within the proscenium. And these are all intentional choices that are being made for our set. It has to be simple, it has to be effective, it has to be fast. And Jeffrey's doing a great job building all of that, and then of course Dennis and Braden, our set folks, are executing it in a way that just really makes it exciting.
So it'll still be magical.
Yeah.